I charged forward, crying into the chilling air as I prepared to strike. Lunging, my weapon clashed with his, causing a crash of metal and a shower of sparks. Pushing forward, our weapons met again as a shower of sparks rained from our rage. I backed up again, raising my weapon for another assault. We moved in a circle, each waiting for the other to attack. Then I took my chances and lunged again. This time my weapon connected, cutting his black tunic, leaving a gash across his chest. Looking down at his crimson-soaked wound, he sneered, then flew at me. Sword raised, I ducked, raising my weapon in defense. Our blades connected again, sending another shower of sparks into the air. The sound of our weapons clashing filled the room as the water rushed around our shuffling feet. He again tried to push forward, causing me to block in defense. Backing up again, I moved with him, trying to anticipate his next attack, and I felt him surround me, his taunting laugh causing the rage inside me to flourish. Then I felt Link calling to me in my mind, heard him telling me what to do. But because of the fiery rage that was running through me, his voice sounded muffled and distant. As the evil being moved around me, I felt the chilling air he was generating move across my skin. I eyed his every move, waiting for the right moment to strike. His blood-red eyes watched me. The flames of a fire seemed to flicker in them. His weapon moved with such grace, and his moves like that of a striking tiger. Though I waited for the right moment.
At just the right moment. Attack!
Well, aren't you going to attack, or are you afraid? Dark Link snickered as his hand gestured for me to come forth. Afraid of you? You're more of a fool than I thought. You surprise me, Dark Link. I thought you said you were going to show me just how rough you can play. A small smile crossed my face as I saw the burning rage twist Dark Link's face. Be careful of what you wish for, 'cause you just might get it. Dark Link's face twisted into a vicious smile as he lunged forward again. Raising my weapon again, I prepared to defend myself. A sudden flash of metal blazed as my weapon met his. Using all my strength, I fought to push his sword back. My wrist started to buckle under the immense power that Dark Link was putting into his sword. As he tried to pin me under it, I felt my heart starting to beat faster, felt sweat beading my face. I continued to push forward, forcing my all into my only hope, my Phoenix Circles. You're weak, Jenna. Why don't you just surrender to me and I will go easy on you? The hope you're holding on to is not going to save you now, Dark Link said bitterly, thrusting his sword forward, pushing it closer to my throat. You infidel! I will never concede to the likes of you! I spat, my eyes narrowing. Then die, bitch! With a swift move of his sword, Dark Link knocked my Phoenix Circles out of my hands, sending them flying across the room. With a gasp, I backed up, only to be met by a swift kick to my legs, sending me crashing to the floor and sending a spray of water into the air. I watched as the twisted figure of Link loomed over me, sword pointed at my throat. With another sinister laugh, he grabbed me by the tunic and threw me across the room, sending me flying across the water and into the twisted tree. With a loud thud, I fell to the ground stunned and hurt. Trying to shake off the pain I was now feeling, I opened my eyes only to see Dark Link advancing on his counterpart. With one last look back at me, his blood-red eyes flickered with an evil glow as a sinister smile crossed his face. Nothing is going to save both of you now, His chilling laugh filled the room again, causing it to ring in my ears. Dazed, I looked around the room and saw my phoenix circles just a few feet from where I sat. I tried to get up, but my leg was hurt badly, so I fell back down. Trying to drag myself, I got within arm's length of them when a sudden flash of metal knocked my weapons further away. I looked up and saw Dark Link standing over me. I cannot have you retrieve your weapons now, can I? He said in a sinister laugh as he waved a finger in front of him. Now get back to where you were. He said as his foot connected to me in the jaw, causing me to fly back into the twisted tree. Now stay put this time. I will be back for you shortly. He screeched as he turned and strode back towards Link. Lying there, I felt my whole world starting to fall upon me. It's hopeless, I thought to myself as I huddled against the evil-looking tree. I failed miserably. I failed Link, my son, Link Jr. What have I done? It's all over now. I failed them both. Burying my head in my hands, I started to cry. I felt as if I betrayed both Link and our son. Now our son will be orphaned, Link and I prisoners to this twisted evil being. As I thought there was no hope left, I heard a distant voice call out to me in my mind. Suddenly the voice opened up and a flame rose in my mind. As the connection between Link and I was established, he called out to me. I floated in the emptiness, moving towards the flame. I saw Link's image dance within its red glow as his voice called out from it.
Jenna, my love, you cannot give up. You cannot give in.
But he is just too strong. What can I do? I said to him telepathically.
My love, search for the strength within. Look into your heart, and there you'll find the answer.
Then the void shattered around me, causing the flame to flicker out and our connection to break. Suddenly I felt something hot surge through me. It raced through my bones, raced through my every vein, radiating to the very center of my being. My skin felt like it was burning, as if I was in a fire, and the blood within me felt like it was boiling. A sudden burst of pain shot through me, bringing me to my knees, my screams filing into the air. I felt my hands starting to burn, and as I looked down at them, flames were dancing on the palms of my hands. I screeched as the flames rose into mini fires, its heat making sweat bead my face. The heat inside my body surged towards my hands, fueling the fires, and I felt a wave of blinding heat surround me as my eyes watered. As the fires raged through me, I felt something within me snap. Instincts of a pure fiery rage burst through me as an unknown fiery wind lifted me up, surrounding within its flames. My hair whipped around my shoulders and my dress whipped around my ankles as a scorching wind started to fill the room.
I am the god of hellfire, and I bring you fire.
Standing inside the mists of a hellish burning blaze, my eyes narrowed as Dark Link suddenly realized what was going on. Just as his hooded head slowly turned to face the fiery hell that was looming over him, my hands rose as tunnels of fire shot out, snaking towards Dark Link with a burning vengeance. When the fiery hell connected with him, his twisted cries tore into the air as the fires engulfed him. As I moved forward, the air began to fill with a crackling sound as lightning danced across the ceiling. The water in the room began to surge, creating a rushing of waves as the water pounded the walls. Then the ground started shaking, causing cracks to appear on the walls and small crevasses to open in the floor. I watched as Darklink's sneer shone through the hell that engulfed him. He dropped into the swelling water, dousing the fire, causing heated steam and smoke to rise from his charred clothes. "You wretched bitch! I should have killed you," he cursed as he rose from the water, his face twisting into a devilish sneer. "You're right, you should have killed me when you had the chance. You're a fool. Now it's time to die, you evil beast." Raising my hands into the air, I summoned my powers and combined them into a fiery hell as it descended upon the shadowy evil, while lightning and fire rained on him from the sky. The water surged beneath his feet as the floor shook under him, causing him to collapse to the ground. I watched as the Dark Link screamed, trying to fend off the hell that was upon him, but it was useless. As the attack continued, I gracefully moved over to him. Lifting a hand up, I cried into the air, the sound piercing, the howling noises cascading through the room. And with all my strength, I called upon my new powers, combining them all into a gigantic energy ball of pure destruction. With a flick of my wrist, the energy ball descended upon the dark being, engulfing him. With his last screams of agony, the energy ball imploded, taking Dark Link with it. The chair reaction from the explosion sent me flying backwards into a wall, lying on the floor in the water. I looked around the shattered room and saw the elements still raging. With my last ounce of strength, I raised my head up high as a blinding white light ascended from my body and filled the room, causing all to go calm once more. When I awoke, Link was sitting beside me, holding me in his dusty arms. Looking up at him, his eternal blue eyes stared deeply into mine.
"You're awake, my love! Oh, goddesses, I thought I lost you! How are you feeling?"
he said as he stroked my arm. "Ouch! Oh, my head hurts." I winced when I tried to move.
"Take it easy, my love. You landed into a wall."
Rubbing my head, I felt something cold and wet.
I'm sitting in something wet.
Lowering my hand, I saw blood on my fingers. Then the sight of the room caught my eye. "Oh, my goddesses! What the hell happened here?" I said in a raspy voice.
"You don't remember?"
Link questioned. I just shook my head.
"While I was bound to the wall, I watched helplessly as Darklink sent you crashing into the tree that was there. When you tried to regain your weapon, Darklink caught you and kicked your weapon away, then kicked you back into the tree. The next thing I knew, you were standing in the center of the room, your body on fire.
And my body is on fire.
Then I felt a strong, searing wind fill the room as pillars of flame shot out from your hands. The last thing I remember was that all hell broke loose and a strange ball of energy engulfed Dark Link, destroying him. Those haunting screams he let out before he died, I swear I will never forget them. When I awoke, I was lying on the floor covered with dust and debris. I began to look around the room for you, and when I found you, you were lying on the floor unconscious and covered in blood. I thought my worst fears came true. I thought I had lost you."
I watched as tears welled up in Link's jeweled eyes. He leaned forward and held me close. Closing my eyes, I laid my head against his chest, listening to the beating of his heart. I was still overwhelmed by what Link had just told me. I had no memory of those events. Did I really have control over the elements? I thought to myself, what really happened here? Did I really cause this? I glanced around the shattered room in disbelief. How could I have caused such destruction? Lowering my eyes, I looked at my hands again.
Dude, my hands are huge.
Aside from the blood that was caked on them, I saw nothing on them that could have let me shoot fire from them. With a sigh, I looked back up at Link. "Link, my love, can we go home?" With a smile, he nodded as we got up and slowly made our way out of the strange, mangled room.
Hey, if you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe. Consider donating, either on Ko-fi or as a regular Patreon supporter, like all of these extremely cool people, especially Michael Vittori and Break System BSE, and you'll be able to see your own name up here on the very next video for as little as $1 a month. And if you enjoy my content, you might also like me on Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd. You might like my ebooks. There's links to all of these in the description. And thanks for being you.